tracks today.
Yeah. I need them bands, run it up fast, stuffing them shits in the safe. Got me a spot out the way, nigga just tryna be safe. Leaving the house with the glizzy, nigga.
Let's get into the sports talk.
Coach Pop's Team USA, which is where the Athletics' Joe Vardon asked him about his plans for coaching all the roster changes Golden State has experienced this offseason. Here's what Steve said, quote, Clay being out is really the big change. Losing Kevin Durant, Andre, Sean, obviously, those are huge losses. Losing Clay on top of that really changes the way we're going to have to play at both ends. So until he gets back, we've got to reimagine everything and adapt accordingly. So, Paul, I want to ask you, do the Warriors have enough to stay afloat in this super competitive Western Conference until Clay gets back from the ACL injury?
Initially, I would have said yes, but I'm not so sure. But I think a lot of that has to do with how Draymond Green performs this year. I think, when you're playing with Clay.
Nah, I don't think they still gonna be a good team. It just losing KD is like a big hole in that team. You guys see how this team gonna turn out this year with D'Angelo Russell and Willie coming in from the Kings. Like, you don't know like how they gonna fit in. Like, with this team, it's just gonna be different. A different Warriors team. They still be good, but they don't have enough to get far. In my book, losing one of the best players in the game is gonna be a tough road for them. They still gonna be dominated a little bit. Still, they still got good 3-point shooting going on that team. And Draymond, he always been the driving force. To be honest, like he bring the tenacity and the toughness to the team. He's the glue of the Warriors. But it ain't much as losing Kevin Durant. It's a big hole. And you gotta see how they gonna turn out for this upcoming season this year.
Kevin Durant, Curry, a lot of things you can hide about your game, but I think we're going to really see what type of player Draymond is this year. Is he one of the top 10 to 15 players that we've talked about over the last few years? Can he carry more of an offensive load? We know he can do on both ends of the court defensively, but let's see, is he going to be a better player for them? Because if they're going to stay afloat, I think he has to be, or else, it's going to be hard on Curry having to do the one-man show that we've seen over in Houston with Harden in order for them to stay afloat.
Yeah, see, I think offensively they'll be fine. I think the coaching staff relishes the intellectual challenge of trying to figure out how to make these pieces work, but they've got good offensive players. D'Angelo Russell's
they still got a good offensive team. That's one thing I can't take away from them, is that defense is going to be a little shaky. Like, you lost Iguodala, KD, Livingston. You lost the 3 key pieces that come out the 2 come off the bench and 1 that starts. And those 3 are good defensive players. And then Clay being out, and he also a good defensive player. It's just Draymond. It's like Draymond like the only one that play a lot of defense. And when you have a defense, it has Curry. Curry, okay defender, but it had him and it keep him from defending so much. But I feel like this year he gonna have to defend a lot. It take the little pressure off him, and he ain't gonna lose energy by playing so much defense. He'll play from time to time, but it's gonna be a little different. Cause by losing 3, it's gonna be a big old hole.
very good offensive player. Alec Burks, for minimum, is a really good offensive player. Curry is Curry, and Draymond Green is a great facilitator. I think offensively they'll be fine. The bigger problem is defensively. They lost Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant, Sean Livingston, and then also, at least for half the season, Klay Thompson. That's
Look at what I said. Look,
they're four of their best five.
Offensively, they're gonna be fine.
But I think
they just lost.
They replaced with offensive players, but defensively, those guys are some of the best perimeter defenders they had. So Draymond Green, I agree, a lot is going to be on him, but it's not so much offensively. I think he's going to have to cover up so much defense for everybody else that this is going to be his biggest.
There'll be a better defensive team than offensive team.
Oh, no way.
Whoa.
No way. No way.
I don't think.
Before Klay gets back.
Before Klay gets back, no way.
I guarantee it.
I mean, look, they were a spectacular offensive team before.
Yeah.
So now I think they're going to be
lost.
right. I think now they will be closer to good average.
Klay.
It's just gonna be, I think, a rocky season for them, to be honest, in a long time, because they've been on top for so long. It seems like everything is here now. They was all up here, and now it's like it's gonna be a different look. I want to say Steve Kerr handled this situation, by losing so many players and new faces coming in. It's going to be a different Warriors team going into the new stadium. You got to see how they're going to turn out for them. They going to get to the playoffs, but I don't think they have enough to get to the finals like they had when it was just cruising by. To me, it's going to be an up and down season for them.
Defense.
Middle of the pack offensive.
The defense is where I'm concerned.
They're going to be below average
the offense.
Oh, you want that?
Average?
On a rank.
Defense by 40 games in, defense will be ahead of the offense.
Put a note in it.
So we will hold this clip, and if you're watching this right now in 6 months, you know why. I did speak to Draymond Green over the summer when he signed his new deal, and he said the stuff that you saw him losing weight, the way he played in that second half of the playoffs, he said he's learned how to just incorporate that into his regular life. He's kept that off in the summer, so he feels he's going to be like that all through this season. We will see if that's the case.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights,